Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Well, let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. With us is Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Emily Grafeo here in our Bloomberg Business Week studio. What's on your radar? I mean, you have so many stocks to choose from.
Yes.
Everything.
I came here, I was going to talk about Apple, and I will give the stock perspective here because we're looking at a $312 billion decline in market cap for one day for Apple. To put that in perspective, it basically erased the entire market cap of Coca-Cola.
Unbelievable.
It's a really big drop. It's leading losses in the Mag 7. I'm imagining it all has to do with the fact that they are very exposed to these China tariffs. We're looking at a rate now 54% on goods when you take into account the reciprocal tariffs. In terms of what the street is saying, could there be an exemption? That is definitely a possibility here. Would Apple be exempt from the China tariffs? Jeffrey said that that's actually their base case. But when you look at what other analysts have been saying, Rosenblatt Securities, they do have a buy on Apple, but they said, our quick math on Trump's tariff liberation day suggests this could blow up Apple, which suggests something is likely to give. It's hard for us to imagine Trump blowing up an American icon, but it looks pretty tough for Apple. I thought that was a pretty intense note there.
Our Mark Gurman, who, as you know, just knows that company inside and out, he said, that sure, they have a lot of cash, but they probably are going to want to protect their margins, right? Wall Street's going to be watching very closely. And so this is a company that hasn't changed pricing, right? They talked about in a long time. So maybe we could see ultimately higher prices.
Okay, maybe. And mid-cycle could happen too. So
exactly.
That's topped in other countries.
You got to talk RH.
Yes.
Tim is obsessed.
Yeah, don't say the word, though. It's a bad word.
I honestly... So
there was an expletive involved in the writing of this story.
There was an expletive involved. As a journalist, you guys know, we get so many canned responses. We talk to people who are, rightfully so, very sanitized.
All about execution.
Extremely prepared by a team to speak with us.
To get a CEO to say on an earnings call an expletive, a real, live reaction to his stock plunging in the double digits. It's actually now facing its biggest intraday drop on record. It's journalism gold, not so much gold for anyone who's long the stock. But 70% of their products are from Asia, so they're almost getting a double whammy with the tariff news weighing on the company, but also they reported sales that missed estimates. And then, just to have the CEO reacting, I won't say it here, but Lily Meyer has a story on the Bloomberg terminal about this.
Love. There's nothing like talking French fries to make you happy.
Lamb Weston.
Who knows?
They're one of the best performers in the S&P 500. 2/3 of their suppliers are domiciled in the United States. So I guess they're kind of shielded from tariffs. The company's down 40% over the last 12 months. I think this is emblematic of the rotation going underway in markets. Maybe those stocks that were previously unloved are now getting some of that love. And this seems like a company that, it's all American. Maybe it's shielded from the tariff news. And they also have a little bit of a turnaround going on with the restructuring plan that they announced today.
It's just because it's French fries. We all need a break.
Or we just love French fries.
A personal favorite of Carol Masters.
We all need a glass of wine and some French fries right now.
Yeah, in their earnings report, they said that most people, they go out to fast food and they're getting choosy, but they always choose the French fries.
Tim and I travel and I'm getting some food. I'm like, just get me some fries. Always.
That's how she rolls. I don't even have to ask you anymore. I just know. She just wants fries.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.